Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Derek Jenkins Show, starring Derek Jenkins.
Hey, everybody sit down, just have a good time. Everybody sitting down, enjoying the show. We're going to do shades tonight, so if you're not cool with it, if you're cool with it, let me know. Comment below if you like the shades, because I like the shades. But anybody, we're going to ask me questions about whether you think ghosts are either like vibrations or a spirit. I think they're vibrations and a spirit. Psych. I'm wearing the shades tonight. Now we're going to talk about some real poop.
Yo, D-Rock.
What's up?
Vibrations.
I love vibrations, man. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. Talking about good vibrations.
So, D-Rock, everything's a vibration, right?
Well, you know, I think... Do you know about electricity? You know about AC/DC and stuff? I'm sure you do. Ground. No. That doesn't matter. That's coming from the core. That's coming from what we are. And I think it has to do with it has to do with everybody working together. And I think the globe has forgot about working together. And one certain thing, like, you know, like you ever see The Watchmen?
Sure.
You saw the movie?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's a great movie. The blue guy.
Yeah.
But the blue guy, I don't think Alan Moore is the artist for and writer for you know, V for Vendetta as well. Smart guy, and I just love his writing. And Watchmen is such a good book because it's like, oh my gosh, like this guy's writing about what God would be. An atom.
Correct.
He can be as big as he wants, small as he wants, anywhere. And in this book, everybody's so bored with him, and actually, yeah. Everybody's bored with him, and he's bored with everybody else. And he goes to Mars.
Yeah.
And he lives on Mars.
Sure. You gotta be alone for a while.
On Mars. Oh my gosh, it's such a good story. Watchmen, check it out.
All right, what about another question for you? All right,
Gotcha.
So I'll extrapolate from what you just said. So, vibrations. What God could be, as far as the blue guy from The Watchmen? What God could be, vibrations. Derek, when I say consciousness,
Yeah.
what does that mean to you?
I think consciousness is a valid point to be made to your critical consciousness to yourself.
Excellent.
It's almost basically saying, like, Derek, why are you doing this? I hate you. What are you doing?
Ooh,
But at the
like
same
your
time,
conscience?
The conscience of
Is that what you're talking
a
about?
conscious mind, but that always knows it loves you.
What about it? Oh, okay. So,
Because you are yourself.
yeah,
And I think that's what that is.
sure.
It's a Stygian thing for a feeling because it doesn't exist.
Consciousness
can't
doesn't
get
exist?
You can't get to a place that's so like bittersweet. You get there and you're like, you lose your mind. You almost have to say centered by eating one or the other. In that kind of building.
And there you have it. So,
No, I want to talk about a little bit about like just how the world fascinates me. It just fascinates me. You know, when my, you know, sorry guys. The world fascinates me. It's incredible. I just driving down the road, you just see all these things. I can look at everything, you know, a rock, a tree, I look at all the nature things, but then I look at all of man, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my God. Everything's a job. Everything is being done, and it just blows my mind. It's fascinating.
Isn't it possible that all those things are just bits of consciousness?
No, it's happening around us all the time, man.
Well, then why couldn't it be conscious?
Because everything that is growing has a conscious mind as well.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
Do you think a building has a conscious mind?
No, but it definitely has an energy.
Fragile. No, I mean, I just look around and I see like people just like making.
My bad.
You know, you ever like drive and you're like, oh my gosh, what's that? Well, I guess they're putting something up. Oh, it just got planed out. And then you're like looking at it and you're like, oh, that's going to take a while. And you go back to like 3 days later and it's just a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And you just instantly, oh my gosh, hell yeah. Where's that gordita crunch? You know? But
Where's your gorditas?
I just think construction and all that stuff, and everybody's working all the time. Yeah. Everything's getting bigger and better and bigger, better. It's like, what happens when we keep getting bigger and better? Do we just like float off like a Katamari Damacy across the sky?
What?
You know, what do you do? What happens? You fly off? We're too cool. And you just freeze? Or is it like, what happens when, you know, I don't know. There's nothing for that feeling, but I am just so fascinated by Earth. The way that works alone. And I think humanity and all these living organisms, I just love Earth and all these I just love Earth and all these living organisms. Fuck you, soldiers. I love Earth and all these living organisms that just breed and just make Earth happen, and the food chain and everything. It's planet Earth, and then you have that, and it comes up, and you have buildings and creatures, and you have towns, and then you have feuds, and then you have people falling in love, and then you have people like,
yeah, they're fighting.
You know, volcanoes just ended, and they're all like, and they're just hitting each other with fucking twigs and shit. And they're like, oh my God, a bone. 2001 Space Odyssey.
Boom.
Fast forward, and now they're like, and then now they're like rolling down a stone. They're getting leverage. They're building it, and they're like, water. They're all drinking water. They're all good, and they're like sharing, but they start fighting, and then shit becomes a colony.
Oh, yeah.
It's what separates man from animals, right? Why?
Why what?
There was one time my brother was like, hey, I was like, I really want to go to Target to get some Magic cards. I was like, I really want to get just a booster pack. You know, I was like 8. I love Magic. I like playing the card game. And I was like, please, I'll do anything. He's like, be the cat for an hour. And I said, yeah, I will. I will easily do that.
I need them.
Because I was looking at her too, like I was like investigating. I was like, she was just laying down for a long time. I think I could do that. I guess take a nap. Okay, and then he started like he's like okay, and he started like throwing cheese out and shit. I was like I was like okay, I really want that booster pack. I did everything that cat did. I wanted that thing so bad. I was like, hey, I think it was a booster deck. It was like one little deck. I was like, I just wanted a deck. And yeah, I licked cheese and I ate a treat. I didn't try the wet food. Didn't do the wet food. But it was a time. It was a time. I was desperate to do things. Go outside as a kid, you know. I was just always like, hey, what? Can I do anything?
No, my parents always wanted me to stay inside. They said, don't go out there.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
I remember when I was like 10 years old, I was outside, and those parking lots were up. I remember when I was like 7 years old. Yeah, 7 years
About
old.
7 yacht. 7 yacht what?
I remember when I was like 7 years old, like 7 yacht.
7 yacht what?
7 yacht 6. 7 yacht 8.
7 yacht 8. Okay, yeah.
What the fuck was that? 7. But anyway, I was out there. I was in the parking lot, and the lights would be on. Pitch black. I'm like, what time is it? I'm like, I don't even know. I'm 8 years old. Middle of nowhere. You ever have that happen to you?
No. My parents were very great and responsible for me. I was always cared for.
Derek,
Dilly dally, dilly.
I hate dally, dude.
I love it. What excites you about the Earth?
You know what I love about the Earth is this. You know, I talked about the atmosphere. I talked about all this, but we are just a little blue gem floating through space in a perfect equation with the sun and the moon and how we travel within our solar system. It's just a beautiful crystal of space and time, but we're so small and we're so delicate, and it feels very well, like very good. But look, think about it. We're all water. Do you ever hear of crystal of water? And I'm going to talk about us now, like being like literally just us. Do you guys you guys ever hear this crystals in water, and like the Earth is 70% water, right?
Okay.
What are we? Look it up. Look it up, Ash. 70%?
Probably 60, 70%.
70% water? Okay. You ever hear about freezing ice crystals and playing music?
No.
It's called emotions of water.
Okay.
Water has emotion.
I believe it.
Why? When you're sad, you cry. When you're happy, you cry. It's water. It's salt water coming from your body. But at the same time, this puts it down for you that like emotion has water. It's amazing. It's called the science of ice. Basically, fuck. I love this shit. Basically, emotions of water is basically people that test little drops of water and say things in different samples. Like one, they would take in a room and say, "I hate you." Next, the next one, they come and say, "I love you."
Yeah. Into the water.
Play Metallica,
And then you see the pattern that's happening in the water, right?
Yeah, and they freeze it.
Yeah. Okay.
And the Mozart was like beautiful.
What are they?
And the Creed was like
What are they doing?
bubbled.
With it?
No, they're
Once they
those
collect
like they're like showing the frequency of the words, and they're freezing, like they're saying the words into a straw or something, and then freezing the frequency.
Yeah.
But
Vibrations.
we are
Your words are strong.
60% water.
50 to 60%.
I
45 quarts, it says.
think I'm up towards 70 on that.
Yeah, you look pretty waterlogged.
I like water. I drink a lot of water, man. I'm like a whale, man. I try to eat. I like miss everything. I'm just drinking a lot of water. That's me being a whale. Anyway, I just love the amount of work that it takes to do anything that you're dedicated to. And I admire that. And that's why I think I like and I love everybody. And I think I cherish what everybody does. And for a long time, I didn't feel that way because I felt like I was like I'm doing more. Hey, I was an asshole, you know? And I don't feel that way anymore. It's great.
It's good, dude. I'm glad you're excited by life.
I love everybody, man. I am Dr. Seuss. I think we're small. We're small.
Tell the truth and love everyone.
Clover by clover, over and over, I was here for one moment until yesterday. Well, think about it, guys. Think about this. You got an Earth, and you got all these people around this Earth that are thinking all different things all the time.
That's right.
Right? They're all in their own little biome, in their little universe, just like an ant to a penguin. Okay?
Sure.
So anybody, just give us comments, share, subscribe. I love you guys. Like, we are a biome. We are, we're here. Bring those Kellogg's. Anyway, here's some ads.
Smell that cooking on the grill.
Smell that beautiful food.
Come on down, it's me, old Bill.
Better bring your spoons.
Come on down to Bill's Chicken Shack, where everything we got out back is tasty and turning black. Charbroiled.
Hey, I'm Kenneth Shackey, and that's where the name came from, and that's me. And we just eat our chicken's so good and smooth off the bone, man. You just get a nice buttery little spoon, and you can use a spoon to eat our chicken. It's that good and tender. So.
Yeah, Kenneth's a real good head smoker. That's what we call him around here.
And don't forget the famous sauce. It's not hard to make, but I'm not going to tell you my secrets.
That's
Just
right.
come on down here to the Chicken Shack.
Come on down to Bill's Chicken Shack. Try my sauce.
Come on down to the Chicken Shack.
Bill's Chicken Shack off Highway 8 down mile 43 marker.
All this time, liquid, steep. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. I'm gonna back you up, bitch. You starting to grind with me and shit? Oh, have you ever been a background dancer for a female artist and they're kind of grinding up on you? Have you ever been scared of that? I've done it like several times. 17 years ago, I grinded with Rihanna, and I was like, holy shit, you almost broke my balls, you asshole. I was pissed off. I went home and I told my mom and shit, and she said, hey, you gotta pull out of that. And I was like, okay. So I dance with Lizzie McGuire. Start all over. Background dancers need more time. They need more of an example with these people. It's just bad for their mental health, for everything. Everything's always about them grinding and them playing rules and. So I want to talk about like the stone. Do you guys believe in like this like ancient alien stuff? Because we're talking about Earth and stuff, but like what about like ergonomical and earthological things that are happening with Earth and with species that were after that or before it? I don't think so. We have the pyramids. Oh, the pyramids. Oh, you forgot about Puma Punku. Oh, you forgot about Puma Punku. You forgot about all these other places. I'm like, what are you doing? Nazca lines. That's easy, right? Pyramids, easy. Puma Punku. Where were the slaves? Where were the slaves? There weren't slaves.
No, they were
Where
there.
the hell?
They were there, D-Rock.
Do you understand? And Puma Punku, the way they were carved in H's, there is no blade that would cut them. A dime. It's more than a diamond blade.
Where the fuck is Puma Punku?
I don't think it's more than a diamond blade, but I think they needed a diamond blade.
Never heard of that place. Is that real?
He wasn't saying it.
Bring it up, Asher. Bring it up. Bring it up. I'm tired. I don't want to argue. Bring it
They
up.
talk about it all the time in that fucking show.
All the time.
Puma Punku, dude. They're all H's. What does the H mean? Do you think it means like, I don't know, helicopter? Does a helicopter come to?
Puma Punku. Oh, look at all those H's. I see. Whoa, that looks sick,
And
dude.
look at the intricacy in the stones.
Yeah, it's like a
They're
bunch
carving
of
inside the
eight-shaped
stone.
granite stones. Oh, there's a little bit of a risky one in there.
And now, as my
Seeing a swastika, Puma Punku.
my kind of like speculation brain, or my kind of like, you know, out there kind of thinks like, okay, what did that? How did that happen? You know,
Oh, it's probably just
I'm actually
natural.
curious about it because I think,
How old is it?
oh my gosh, it's older than the pyramids.
How many
than the-
years? How many years?
And like I like that idea of Atlantis, you know, something under the sea, because it's so old. Everything was underwater. Remember Noah? He took all the animals, man.
You think Puma Punku was under the water? Hold on, Asher's highlighting something for me. Begun after AD 536. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not that old. It's not even that old, is it?
Well, it's after death.
It's AD? I hate when I see AD. When you see BC, you're like, oh, yeah. But it's like, is BC real?
Like
Is
2000?
it real? We really don't know that. I mean, that's not factual.
Is that like
Christ isn't fact.
1,500 years old? I'm really bad at math. Is that 1,500 years old? About?
Did you ever hear about these messiahs that have the same birthday? Christ. Everybody else is like March 26th. It's like, yeah, Christmas? Get the fuck out of here. Where's my fucking socket?
Dude, Puma Punku ain't shit, dude. It's only 1,500 years old.
Yeah, Puma Punku sucks.
You know what the nerds are talking about is Göbekli Tepe, dude. That shit's fucking old.
No, but I'm saying, if you're an alien and you come down,
That's
say,
that's like younger than the pyramids, dude.
you know, I can be, I said I'm a morpher, right? I already brought that up, right?
We don't want to talk about that. The CIA's been writing us emails.
If I turned into an alien, I would be like, I'm not going to come back here anytime soon, but how am I going to leave my mark? Hey, probably in stone.
Derek, as an alien yourself,
Yeah,
and all of your study into these matters,
absolutely.
what is the most fascinating thing about Earth that you've seen as an outsider?
I am very personal. Humanity is the most fascinating thing I've experienced on this planet. And I mean that in, you know, every way. I'm very not like nature oriented. I am more intellectually into people.
Me too, bro. Love the humans.
But as far as Earth, that is Earth. We're bacteria. We're really good bacteria. We're bacteria so good we don't really harm the Earth much. We're bacteria so good we built armor, skin, and a nervous system, and lungs, and a heart
built Puma
to keep us
Punku,
going.
dude. We built Puma Punku. We built the
and
pyramids of Giza.
We clean the biome of what the world is, and we clean the atmosphere, and we're cleaning, and we're just cleaning. And then people think, cars, really? No, Mother Nature is fine. People are fucked. You know what I mean? That's the difference. People,
Amen.
End of the world. No, it's because we suck.
Amen.
It's not because of Earth. Earth's gonna live on. And I stole that from George Carlin. But at the same
that
time,
sucks.
it makes sense. I know, but
shit.
I know, but everybody steals shit from everybody. But,
Yeah, it's true. I do too.
and that's the thing. That's the universe.
Yeah, that's how we keep creativity moving.
Yeah, we're stealing space. We're stealing. Idris Elba actually. Idris Elba.
Idris.
I just really.
Elba.
Oh my gosh! I just Is that what?
Yeah, he just came in live on the chat on the big screen.
Idris Ilba just gave us a really good.
He said, 2 thumbs up, bruv, isn't it? That's great.
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
That's awesome.
That's great. 2 thumbs up, bruv, isn't it?
I'm just appreciative for everybody watching and everybody enjoying the show. And I think
Bob's your uncle. That's the name. He just said Bob's your uncle. That's great.
Ooh. I just love watching the show. Do you? I myself, I watch it.
We make this show for Derek.
I'm not lying. I watch my own show. Like, I don't give a shit.
Constantly. He's constantly texting me about the show.
I'm actually kind of fucking
Send
like.
help. Send help to the Derek Jenkins Show at gmail.com.
I'm actually just full of myself. I'm full of myself with shit. Come watch my shit, buddy. I'm full of myself. Nah, I'm kidding. But anyway, I'm not full of myself. Keep watching.
What's the most fascinating place you've been to on this earth? Physically, I mean.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I would say Las Vegas, dude.
Really? You've been to Las Vegas?
I love it. Because it's a city in the middle of a desert. You look up and you're in a casino, which I don't gamble. I just like the scenery. I don't put 20 in. Get 100. I don't do that.
Gambling, yeah.
I just love walking around. And you walk in one of these casinos and it's like daylight. And you're like, wow. It never sleeps in Las Vegas.
Vegas, they're going, dude.
But I like that. But I was like 12 years old.
Oh, well, that's
And you have these guys out there like sending like girl cards out. And they're like, they send you like 3 out. And you're like, all right. They handed me some. My dad was like, oh, like I'm like 12. I couldn't even go on the gambling thing.
It's great.
Yeah. And they were all over the fences and stuff. They would put them in the fence. Like, just crinkle them in the fence. And I was like, oh my gosh. This is awesome. I was like 12. I was like, hell yeah.
What types of people did you see?
At that time, man, I was collecting energy drinks. I was looking for energy drinks. I know that sounds crazy, but I literally had 1,200, different cans of energy drinks in boxes. I did. I was obsessed. This is when they're first coming out. You know, like Red Bull just came out.
Oh, yeah. I remember those days, dude. And, like, you were so young, you didn't even know what it tasted like. Is that for adults? Can I drink that? Like, you didn't even know if you could buy it, you know? Like,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I remember.
So, like, I was collecting these for a long time. I skipped school to go collect these. There's one time I woke up, my neighbor next door, I was like, hey, you want to go to Washington, D.C.? And he's like, yeah. We went to Washington, D.C. to collect these things. And they're all different cans. We did.
Did your parents know you?
One time I was in Virginia and I was like, I'm watching King Kong. I'll be back in 3 hours. I don't know how I'm going to get back. I was like, we just started it.
That literally dates the experience. Like,
Exactly. Yeah. It was real. We did this. We went out and got these energy
How
drinks.
did you know they were
It's
popping
so
up?
much.
yo, Asher, what year was King Kong released?
How did you know, like, when these drinks were popping up? Like, how did you get word that the new one was out?
Well, we were obsessed with it. We would look at them up online and stuff. And, like, at the time, online was just, like, all pictures, too. So it was, like, easy. But we didn't know where to go. It was, like, everywhere we went, there was different energy drinks. We were, like, always, like, we were in, like, Bullet Town, Baltimore. And I remember going, it's like, badge in. And I was like, oh, my gosh, they have 3 new ones.
Oh, dude, this looks like it was about 2000
And it
yacht
was a
5,
great time
2000 yacht
because-
6.
Yeah.
It gave us something to do, you know? And it was, like, adventure, something to do. It was rather than sitting there playing video games all day, which we could have easily done.
You just went out and collected energy drinks.
Yes. And one time we went out pretty far.
Where'd you go?
And we ended up in this like Japanese place or Anyway, we ended up going to this Korean place next to Klein's. and we got this vial, this little vial.
Little Val.
Is it a vial? No, it's a vial.
It's a little Val.
It's a vial.
Yeah.
We had a little vial, and then we got this a drink with a root in it, and I was like, "What's this root?" And she was like, "It's a root. It's ginseng." And I was like, "Wow, okay." We bought that, and then we got Milkus. Milkus is the best energy drink I've ever had. I haven't had it in a while, so don't knock it. But Asher, can you look it up? Can you give me a can?
Oh yeah, he's got the Milkus.
Oh my gosh, there it is.
$9 a can.
$9.
It's in a bottle now?
Ooh, milk and
Oh
yogurt.
my gosh.
Ooh, this one's
Ew.
a milk and yogurt flavor.
Oh, she said that was the only thing they had.
What color did you have? What flavor?
That was it. But it
milk
was in a
and
can.
yogurt.
It was in an energy drink can. But anyway, we ate the root. We drank the vial. I was in Delaware. We were in Delaware. And I was like,
First
hey,
day.
Dad. I'll be back in 3 hours.
Dude, was it like a Morocco bar? Like, did it get you fucked up?
It was just your energy was just boop, boop, boop.
You were like Speedy.
I was like 100 pounds. I was like, please. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the sketches, the little things we do for you, the time, the exhaustion. I was actually kind of hurt in one of the sketches and stuff. So I don't know. Give us some money. Give us some time. Give us any kind of views or whatever. But anyway, I'm kind of hurting, so you don't mind spitting a little money out. But anyway, follow my stuff and bring some cornflakes, the buttered bagels, and the fork, the plastic fork. And I'm sure I will be here. And I hope you had a good time watching the show. And comment below and let me know how you felt at the Derek Jenkins Show.
Like, subscribe, and hit the button.
This shit will buzz your shit.